Welcome to Star Chat, the podcast that takes you on a journey through the vast expanse of space and explores the latest developments in space exploration, astronomy, and beyond. I'm your host, Carl, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this cosmic adventure. As we gaze up at the night sky, we're reminded of the incredible feats of human ingenuity and determination that have allowed us to venture into the unknown and push the boundaries of what's possible. And today, we're going to talk about one such endeavor that didn't quite go as planned, but is still a fascinating story nonetheless. You may recall that Intuitive Machines, a private space company, launched its second lunar lander, Athena, with great fanfare last year. However, the mission didn't exactly end on a high note, as the lander face-planted into a crater on the moon's surface. But what caused this mishap? Well, according to Intuitive Machines' CEO, it was a combination of factors, including the failure of the lander's altimeters and the lack of adequate terrain mapping. Now, you might wonder why this is important. After all, it's just a private company trying to land on the moon. But here's the thing. Intuitive Machines is part of a new generation of space companies that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in space exploration. And their experiences, both successes and failures, will ultimately help shape the future of space travel. So, let's take a closer look at what went wrong with Athena's mission. According to the company, the lander's altimeters failed to provide accurate readings, which made it difficult for the spacecraft to determine its altitude and velocity. Additionally, the terrain mapping system didn't quite live up to expectations, making it challenging for the lander to navigate the lunar surface. But here's the fascinating part. Intuitive Machines is treating this failure as an opportunity to learn and improve. They're already working on their next mission, which will include new and improved altimeters, as well as a more advanced terrain mapping system. And that's the spirit of exploration, folks. It's not about being perfect. It's about learning from our mistakes and using those lessons to push forward. As we continue to explore the vast expanse of space, we're going to encounter many more challenges like this. But with determination, creativity, and a willingness to learn, I have no doubt that we'll overcome them and achieve greatness. We'll be right back with more fascinating space news on StarChat. Welcome back to Star Chat, dear listeners. We've got a real treat for you today, as we dive into the fascinating world of cosmology and the mysteries of the universe. You know, I've always been fascinated by the way scientists can use creative analogies to help us understand complex concepts. And that's exactly what we're going to explore in this segment. Imagine, if you will, a delicious cake that represents the very fabric of our cosmos. Yes, you heard me right. A cake. The talented team at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center has come up with a recipe for a Roman cosmic cake that's out of this world. This edible masterpiece is inspired by the upcoming Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, which will soon be unveiling the secrets of the universe in unprecedented detail. As we explore the ingredients and layers of this cosmic cake, you'll begin to appreciate the intricate dance between normal matter, and dark energy that makes up our universe. The cake's batter is divided into 3 separate bowls, each representing one of these fundamental components. The dark matter layer, colored with food dye, makes up about 25% of the cake, while the dark energy layer, comprising a whopping 68%, is the largest slice of the cosmic pie. Now, here's where things get really interesting. The cosmic candy mix at the heart of the cake represents the billions of stars, galaxies, and other celestial objects that the Roman Space Telescope will soon be revealing to us. With yellow sprinkles symbolizing stars, granulated sugar representing gas and dust, and nonpareil sprinkles and chocolate candies standing in for galaxies and galaxy clusters, this candy mix is a true marvel. But wait, there's more. The popping candies represent explosive star deaths, known as supernovae, which will help scientists trace the expansion of the universe. Yawbreakers and dark chocolate chips symbolize neutron stars and black holes, those mysterious and dense objects that continue to fascinate us. And let's not forget the sour candies, representing the active cores of galaxies, and the miniature cream sandwich cookies, which stand in for distant planets and planetary systems. As we slice into this cosmic cake, we're reminded of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of our universe. The Roman Space Telescope will soon be giving us a deeper understanding of the cosmos. From the formation of stars and galaxies to the mysterious forces that shape the universe's expansion. So, there you have it. A taste of the cosmos in cake form. I hope you've enjoyed this journey into the world of cosmology and creative analogies. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat. We've had an amazing conversation so far, exploring the wonders of space and the incredible individuals who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to share with you a fascinating story about one such individual. Christine Braden, a senior systems engineer at NASA. Christine is part of the commercial Low Earth Orbit Development Program, where she works with engineering teams to develop commercial space stations that will prioritize astronaut safety while maximizing cost-effectiveness and scientific research capabilities. What I find particularly interesting about Christine's role is that it requires her to merge technical expertise with creative instincts. She has to think outside the box to define new ways of ensuring that commercial providers' technical integrations, requirements, development, and operations are designed to the highest degree possible. Recently, Christine proposed a certification and systems engineering architecture that redefines how companies will interface with NASA and each other in an evolving landscape. Her hybrid approach strikes a balance between innovation and shared assurance and accountability, giving NASA situational awareness of companies' design, tests, mission, and operational approaches. This innovative thinking earned her an on-the-spot award, and it's clear that she's making a significant impact on the future of space exploration. What I love about Christine's story is that it highlights the human side of space exploration. She's not just a brilliant engineer. She's also a lifelong learner, inspired by her faith and passionate about antique restoration, gardening, and spending time with her family. Her curiosity and creativity are traits that we can all aspire to, and her work at NASA is a reminder that space exploration is not just about technology. It's about people working together to achieve the impossible. As we look to the future of space travel and exploration, Christine's work is a testament to the power of collaboration and innovation. She envisions a world where commercial space stations are hubs for science and technology. Spacecraft are more efficient. Spaceflight is more accessible. Humans are back on the moon, and Mars is the next frontier. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars.